Yeah. It
So
is.
sorry for if you hear it in the background.
Where's that at?
In Sanford.
Oh, in Sanford. Yeah. Yeah. I figured that wind would kick up about the time that we have my granddaughter has a tennis match this afternoon. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. Okay, I've got
Yeah.
the YouTube going. So Hutchinson County Court is now in session, sitting as the probate court to hear the application to admit the will of the late Larry Don Pettit to probate and for issuance of letters testamentary. And Cynthia Ann Hart is providing testimony.
Yes, Judge.
Is there anybody else providing testimony?
That'll be it for today, Judge.
Okay, because there are other applicants, correct?
Yes, Judge, and they're with Cindy, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you'll just raise your right hand. In this case before the court, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All
I
right.
do.
You may proceed.
Thanks, Judge. Is your name Cynthia Ann Hart?
Yes.
And Cindy, you reside in Stratford, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You are one of the applicants in this application to probate will that we have filed and we're having a hearing on today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The other applicants are Carla Dale Adams, and she resides in Sanford, Texas, and LaWanda Gail Phelan, who resides also in Sanford, Texas. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. We are here about the probate of your dad, Larry Don Pettit. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And he died on July the 1st, 2024, while he was in the hospital in Amarillo, Potter County, Texas. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
He left a will that is dated October 15, 2015, and a copy of that was filed along with our application in this case. Is that correct?
I do
Yes,
have
sir.
the original.
All right, Judge.
Yeah,
You got
it came about 5 minutes after you called today. So.
Well, that's fast service.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we have filed the original with the court also, Cindy.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And in going through his papers and looking through his documents, did you find any wills that were dated after October 15, 2015?
No, sir.
Did you find any amendments or changes to that will in anything that he had?
No, sir.
So it's your testimony today that that is in fact his last will and testament that we presented to the court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
In the will, it names your mom, Janice Arlene Pettit, but she predeceased him. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
In fact, we did a probate in this same court with regard to her. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So, as alternate executrixes of this estate, he appointed you and your sisters, Carla and LaWanda, to act together. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
After the date of his will, were any children born to or adopted by him?
No.
And the only change that would have come about with regard to his marriage is that your mom was deceased at the time he died. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
He was a widower at the time of his death. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you and I talked about his estate, we decided that we would file this application and have all three of you appointed as co-independent executrixes of his estate. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And we're telling the court that there is a need for an administration of his estate. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So today we're asking the judge to admit the will that we presented into probate and to appoint you and Carla and LaWanda as co-independent executrixes of his estate. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, have you you or either one of your sisters, as far as you know, ever been convicted of a felony?
No, sir.
Okay. Judge, I believe that's all the questions that I have.
Okay, all right. And I have reviewed the proposed order that you've e-filed. So after hearing the testimony today, it will be the order of the court that the last will and testament of the late Larry Don Petitt be admitted to probate, and that Cynthia Ann Hart, Carla Dale Adams, and LaWanda Gail Phelan be appointed as independent co-executrix to serve without bond.
All right. Appreciate it, Judge. Thank you.
All right, I'll get this filed and back over to the clerk.
Okay, and we'll
Okay.
get the oath and proof of death filed here in just a little
Great.
while.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks,
Y'all have
Judge.
a good day.
Thank you,
Don't
thank you.
blow away out there.